Hi Panthers and Panther parents and guardians. My name is Joe Wynn and I am the principal here at Pleasanton Middle School. And welcome to our orientation video for hybrid teaching and learning. In this video, you will learn what to expect during this transition to hybrid teaching and learning. Well, Panthers, it's been almost a year now since we started with our remote teaching and learning at the start of our pandemic. And it's not going to be a year that we will forget anytime soon, will we? Lots of learning, also some trials, but hopefully we learned a little bit about ourselves, our community, and our country. I learned something new this morning, actually, when we had a professional development. I heard the term roomies and zoomies in describing the two different types of students that we'll have in hybrid learning. The roomies are students who will be here live, and the zoomies will be the ones logging in, either on Zoom or Google Meets. Panthers, working with your parents, you either declared that you will continue with remote instruction. That means you're going to be logging in every day, and that's okay. If you declared to be a hybrid student, that means you're going to come onto campus live for 2 days out of the week. Wednesdays will remain a all remote teaching and learning day. That will also allow us to deep clean and disinfect the campus to keep everybody as safe as possible. We will divide our students into our live students into a group and a B group. So our roomies, if you're an A student, you will come Mondays and Tuesdays. Roomies who are B students, you will come Thursdays and Fridays. And as I mentioned, Wednesday stays remote. I do want to talk about a couple of new things, new expectations, being that we're in the pandemic, and one thing that is not new. Those of us who are returning Panthers, you've heard some of these expectations. First of all, don't forget we are still in a pandemic. It's so easy for us to let our guard down, and I want to encourage you, don't do that. Even though we love having students come back onto campus, we don't want to keep our guard down. So to keep everyone safe, it's really important that we are wearing masks. That'll be a mandatory requirement of every individual on our campus. I'm not wearing my mask right now for this video, but I always have my mask on campus. In fact, I'm double masking. Also, 6 foot distancing. That is important. It'll be tempting when you see your friends to be able to talk to them side by side, but you will get a friendly reminder to social distance or to physically distance 6 feet. Don't take that personally. It's just a friendly reminder to keep everyone safe. Students, also, you will have to work with your parents to submit a daily screening form. And we are working with our district office to be able to provide perhaps an app. It may not be ready on the first day, but we will eventually go to an app-based daily screener. Very important to do that every day. Additionally, every roomie, every student who has declared that they want to be live here on campus will have to fill out and sign an agreement form, basically agreeing to the safety precautions that we put into place for everyone's good. And consequences for not following those are going to be in those agreements, so make sure you read it closely, Panthers, and have your parents sign it and return to us before the first day of hybrid learning. I do want to also encourage all of our Panthers, we will have disinfecting stations, but using waterless soap is no substitution for a good hand washing with soap and water. So wash your hands, or if you don't have access to water, use the waterless soap multiple times a day. That's really important. Now, the one thing that has not changed, it's Panther Pride. And if you're new to PMS, that may be a new concept to you. You're going to see our campus make some improvements, transform perhaps even from now till August, the start of the next school year. You're going to see more evidence of Panther Pride on campus. And that's an acronym that we use. The P stands for perseverance. You've had to use perseverance in this last year, I'm sure. R stands for respect. The I is integrity. Okay, our word is important. If we say we're going to do something, we do it. The D stands for discipline. Sometimes we have to do things in life that we don't want to do, and it's important to show discipline. And the E is excellence, and that's our job, is to create a school environment that is great for you, the students, to learn and grow. And so you're going to hear a lot about Panther Pride. Well, that's all from me. I wanted to welcome you to our orientation video. We will continue to teach you some of the concepts that you will hear and see on this video in the ongoing weeks of hybrid learning. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to Pleasanton Middle School, home of the Panthers. This video will help staff and students better understand the PMS campus when students return for hybrid learning. Prior to returning to campus, parents must fill out the Quatrix XM Health and Safety Acknowledgement and Commitment Form. Parents will also need to fill out daily health screening forms prior to students coming to campus every single day. If your student is having any COVID symptoms or not feeling well, they need to stay at home. You may call the attendance hotline and let our attendance office know why your student is staying at home. Hybrid learning is broken down between two cohorts. Cohorts A, last name A through L, will attend school on Monday and Tuesday, while Cohort B, last name M through Z, will attend school on Thursday and Friday. When arriving to campus, students will have their mask on, keep social distancing, and will find a black and yellow PUSD dot to stand on prior to school opening. Gates will open 5 minutes before class starts. On Monday and Thursdays, gates will open at 8:25 for A period, and then reopen at 9:30 for first period. Students will line up and enter campus from two locations. Entrance 1 is between the admin and counseling office, and entrance 2 is near the bike rack. When entering campus, students will receive a pump of hand sanitizer and be directed to head straight to class. When walking on campus, students must stay on the sidewalk path and follow the directional protocol foot traffic map. White arrows have been painted on the ground to help students know what direction to walk. When first entering campus, all students will turn left and head down the south hallway towards the 200 building. When entering all buildings on campus, look for red, white, or blue arrows to direct you in the right direction. All buildings, hallways, and pods have been designed to move students in one direction. Red "Do Not Enter" signs have been placed on doors if you head the wrong way. Please remember to keep social distancing at all times while moving in hallways and in pods. Because all hallways and pods are designed to move in one direction, it can be a little tricky to find the correct path to your next class. For example, if you have a class in room 306, you must pass through the 200 building, then go down the back side of the 2 and 300 building, and then enter the 300 building from the opposite end. When entering any classroom on campus, students are asked to first sanitize their hands, and then go directly to their seat. Students should keep all backpacks and all materials at their desk at all times. Students cannot share materials with other students in the class. All desks will be facing forward and in the same direction. Once class is over, students will be asked to wipe down their desk prior to leaving the classroom. All paper towels can be thrown in the wastebasket when exiting the room. The 400 building can be found on both the north and the south hallways. Classrooms 401 through 404 are located in the south hallway. To get from the south hallway to the north hallway, you will need to pass through the gallery. The gallery has 3 doors and, like all buildings on campus, moves in one direction. When exiting the gallery, you can turn left and find classrooms 405 through 408, as well as classrooms 419A and 419B. Similar to the 200 and 300 buildings, the 600 and 700 building move in one direction. As an example, if I have a class in room 706, I would first have to walk through the 600 building, turn right, walk down the back side of the 600 and 700 building, and enter the 700 building from the opposite side. The 800 building has both the entrance and the exit on the front end of the building. Students will need to enter using the right door and move in a counterclockwise direction while moving through the 800 building. Let's better understand movement on campus. For example, if I'm in classroom 706 and my next class is room 313, I have to exit the 700 building, turn left down the north hallway, proceed across the grass area using the assigned walkway, turn right down the south hallway, turn left into the 200 building, follow the back side of the 200 and 300 building walkway, and go to room 313. Student restrooms are located on the outside of the 800 building, near the grassy quad area. Students may only use the restroom during class time and not during passing period. Only 4 students are allowed in the restroom at one time. All other students must wait outside of the restroom on the black and yellow PUSD dots. After using the restroom, all students are expected to wash their hands. Hand washing guidelines can be found at every restroom near the mirror or any sink on campus. Water faucets will not be available for student use. However, water bottle filling stations will be available and are located in the south hallway and near the PE offices. Students may not share water bottles with other students and must keep the water bottle in their backpack or with them at all times. The band room and classroom 923 are located off the north hallway on the east end of campus. To enter the band room, you must pass through the white gates and walk down to the band room entrance. PE is located at the end of the north hallway on the east side of campus. Students will not be using the locker rooms this year to change clothes. Students will only use the locker rooms during class time to use the restroom. At the end of the north hallway, students will enter the blacktop area, find their teacher, and line up on their numbers accordingly. A grab-and-go style lunch will be provided for students at the end of the day. Students that would like to pick up a lunch need to line up outside of the cafeteria using the black and yellow PUSD dots. When told to do so, students will enter the cafeteria, pick up their lunch, and then proceed to exit campus. Those students who have a B period are the only students allowed to eat lunch on campus. At the end of the school day, students are expected to exit campus as soon as possible. Students should use the directional protocols for foot traffic map when exiting campus. Exits are located at the same entrance points between the counseling office, administration office, as well as near the bike rack. Those students that walked or rode their bike are expected to leave campus as soon as possible. Those students that are waiting for a ride or waiting for the Wheels bus may line up on a black and yellow PUSD dot until their ride arrives. Pleasanton Middle School's #1 concern is the health and safety of all staff and students. Please remember to follow all safety protocols and all COVID-19 regulations when being on campus. Students are expected to wear their mask and keep social distancing at all times. We are excited to have everyone back on campus as we finish out the rest of the 2020-2021 school year. We can't wait to see everybody, and go Panthers!